All right, guys, what is going on? So Jeff asked a great question here about Skool. So he's going to be using Skool to run his gym's community, right? So he asked a question: sign up for Skool. How do you entice your members to join? I want to use this instead of FB, but sometimes people bitch about having to download another app. What are some other ways to get them to join? Okay, cool. So yeah, first I'll tell you what we did, because we ran BLG here through a Facebook group for a long time. And we already had probably 300 or 400 people in our Facebook group by the time we switched over to Skool. And getting people onto Skool here, it took time. So I'll say that right up front, is that it takes time for your members to get adoption. But with a gym, I could see it happening pretty quickly. So I'll just kind of share with you some tips that I would give you. So first, making sure all new members know that this is the primary option, right? So getting new members into the Skool group from this day going forth will help you, because as the new members jump on the Skool group and start to pile on the Skool group, because that's the only way they know, the new members will engage there, right? So that's number one. So what you want to do is probably in your welcome email, if I were to click out of this message here, go up here to your right here, your group settings, and go to I believe it's links here, maybe. Okay, that's not it. Invite right here. Yeah, invite. And you can send this get invite link, this copy link. If you send this link in your welcome email to a new member and say, hey, this is where our community is, it's going to send them to a page. Set up your membership questions already. That way when they get in there's a few questions, and I would make one of the questions like, hey, what are your goals? What are you looking to accomplish? Do you agree when you enter the group to make your intro post, right? And have them fill that out, and then give them access, right? And then I would definitely have a welcome video, right? That's super important. Have a welcome video when they get in here that tells them what to do, and pin it to the top here. So you can take a post and you can click up here and you can click pin to feed right there. And what that will do is that will stick the post to the top, so they have to see it at the top, right? And then from there, I would get like all your existing members in. Now you can add them by email. So go up here, or go back to settings here and click right here, and you can right here invite people via email. If you have a CSV sheet, if you export like your current member list from your gym management software right here, and you click import, you can upload a sheet of all your members and their email addresses. And what that will do is that will send an invite to their email address. And then what I would do, really the key is, for a while you're going to kind of do like overlapping, right? So I still do it with BLG, right? So we still have a BLG Facebook group, and you're going to still leave your Facebook group up for your members. But I would make, when you go to Facebook here, so I go to Facebook and I go to my BLG Pro group right here, you can see my my picture up here, my main what do you call this, cover photo for the group says primary member feed and discussion in our Skool group, invite pin to post, right? So right here we pin to the top, this is the pro group, this is where the conversation goes on right here. This Facebook group is just for discussion. Our Skool group is our primary community feed, where our new content portal is being held. Slack is being phased out in 2022. So you could say like, hey, yeah, we're being phased out, right? And so that's like a really easy way, just make it clear, like, hey, we're moving forward on here. And then what you'll find is some people, though, like, there's people that just don't see stuff, they take their time. So what I do is I basically take the same post, like, for example, just to get people to start using the Skool group. And we're still, we're a couple years in with Skool, and we still have people that still use the Facebook group. So I'll make the post, like this post right here. This is our post for the day: maximizing close rates for pricing inquiries, right? So I basically copied and pasted the body of this, and I copied the link here, and I made it a post in the Facebook group. And so it's basically a call to action saying like, oh, go check out the new training, the new post, right? And then it has a link, and then down here I use the everyone tag. That way everybody in the Facebook group sees this post and goes to the Skool group. And you can see here there's people commenting and liking and all this stuff. And then in the Skool group here, you can see that people have come over and have started to comment on here. Well, it's mainly me and John and Mike right now commenting, but it's a relatively new post, a half an hour ago. But if you're consistent about this, you'll start to get really good engagement, right? And then you can start to gamify. And what I would do is like have a starter post that's like, hey, get free points, right? Show them how the leaderboard works here. And be like, hey, let's start a post where it's like, comment below your favorite GIF, right? So like that's a really, really good way to start, is like, hey, comment below your favorite GIF, right? And then you can come down here and you could select your, your favorite gift, right? Like that. And like we did this when we launched Skool, and we had like 50 people pile in with their favorite gifts. It was a great way to get engagement going. And that's really what it's all about. Is just if you get the engagement going and people start using the conversations, and also it's very important that you're engaged. You as the leader of this, like you should be in your everyday answering questions. Another way to make sure people use it, another tip, is as the leader of the tribe, if you will. Once I can exit out of this, it won't let me exit out of this. Be the person that dishes out points. So I go in here, and as other people comment on other people's stuff, sometimes they won't like each other's stuff, so they're not getting points, right? So I'll come in here and I'll like everybody's comments. I'll go on all the posts. So I'll go to Barry Boswell's here, and any that I haven't liked, like Steven's here, Ryan's here, Jason's, Joey's. Like, as long as their engagement, give them likes, because like as they get likes, and just from you alone going and liking all their posts, they can get dozens of likes. They're going to climb the leaderboard here, and then it starts like notifying them and letting them know that they start getting that dopamine hit, and it starts making them want to engage more because they're climbing the ladder. And I would definitely come in here and like update your labels for your you can edit these. Like, this is procrastinator. You can call this whatever you want, right? You can name the levels. So make the levels super fun, and then maybe award people things based on the levels, right? You can unlock things, right? You can, right here, overachiever, you can have this unlock something, and then you can make that course like something that's outside of the Skool group, right? Inside that course is like a hidden Easter egg, and when they open and watch that video, it tells them something that they get at the gym. Like, hey, you get a free fit aid because you earned level 3, right? So that'd be something that would be really, really cool, I think, for like unlocking certain levels. At each level, they can win something free at the gym, and the course is just a place to like put a video where they get that thing at the gym, right? And maybe you put a code in there or a QR code in there where like they can scan the QR code and like redeem and get their free thing, right? So these are just some ways to make it super fun and like leverage the gamification here. I would definitely do that. I would definitely also set up your welcome messages in here. So, if I go back to the pro group here and settings, and then like make sure, where are they at? Plugins, I think right here. Yeah, auto DM. Make sure you set up your auto DM to go out and ask them a question. Like, get them to respond in the chat, because if they start using it, they get comfortable using it again, right? Because like on a new platform, everybody's like, how's the chat work, right? If they get a message from you and they respond, and you respond back, and they see it working, they're like, okay, cool, I figured it out. This is great, right? So make sure you set this stuff up and engage. Definitely, if you do these things and you're consistent about it, like your Skool group will be thriving. You can see like we always have people online. That's what's crazy. You can come on here and say there's 8 people online right now. It's cool that we can get on here at any time people are in here using it. And you can't see that stuff on Facebook. And it's cool to see that you have a community where people want to show up and use this stuff every day, and people are signing in, right? Also, another thing is when you make your post, every 3 days, it will let you toggle this and send it as an email out to your member. So that'll bring them back into the group as well, right? So they'll get the email that there's a new post, and then they'll want to come back into the group to see the post because they're getting the email about it, right? So again, another little tip and trick there is use the send email to all members thing, and make sure the ones that you use this on are ones that are like engaging, right? Like, like don't use this for like the average, like just, basic post. If it's something that like, is going to like reward them, but that way if they click that email to come back in here, it's a post that they want to read the rest of, and they want to watch the video that's in it, something like that, right? And do lots of recognition. Every month I would do a share your wins post, and I would share that post to the Facebook group, the link to it. That way, hey, share your wins. Go here to the Skool group and share your wins in a post. And we do that every month, and that gets a ton of engagement. And people love seeing that stuff and sharing wins. So that's just a few tips, things that worked well for us that I would do as well if I were you.